Well, today we're going to talk about Castaway on the Moon, a 2009 Korean film. You don't want to miss it, so stay where you're at, and we'll be right back.
Previously on the Nerdy Ronin Network.
Hey, Squeaky, I got a question for you. How's the moon cut his hair? You don't know? Eclipse it. Happy Monday, you guys. How's everybody doing? Great, I hope. We have a delightful film to talk about today. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And let's get right on into it and jump in to a delightful movie that you don't want to miss. Here we go. All right, Castaway on the Moon. This is not about astronauts, I promise. 2009, PG-13, an hour and 56 minutes. And I'm just going to start right out and say, it probably could have been just a few minutes short. Not by much. Not by much. It was all right. I was talking to Bushido Blues and some of the people in his Discord the other day, and they can't think highly enough of this movie. And it's interesting. To be fair, most of the Korean films that I watch are action movies. More hiya than talkie serious. Okay? Like, when you're watching an international film and you're having to deal with subtitles and whatnot, sometimes it can be difficult. I've heard this complaint often, that it's hard for me to pay attention to the film while reading what they're saying. And I understand that. Now, for years and years, I've watched samurai movies and whatnot, so I've gotten pretty used to reading subtitles. So it's not a big deal to me. But for some people, it can be something to get used to, if you will. But this movie right here, Castaway on the Moon, is a bit different. Alright? It all starts off right at the get-go of a guy who's struggling in his life. He's got a huge amount of debt. His girlfriend's left him because she was a psycho. And he feels he has nothing else to live for. Nothing left. Nothing. And it starts out with him standing on a bridge, contemplating jumping off the bridge. That's right. It's going to end it all. That's what he says. And he jumps. And that's where we start. However, he does not get the desired result. Evidently, close to where he jumped off the bridge, there's a conservatory island that nobody lives on. It's underneath a big bridge in Korea. And that's where he washes up. Now, you may ask yourself, but couldn't he just swim? No, he doesn't know how to swim. That's right. That's covered in the movie. Oh, so this movie is not usually my jam. But the longer I watched it, and watching this man deal with having to survive with no way to get off the island and no way to do anything other than survive. Now, as an aside, Nerdy Wife and I do watch shows about survivalists. So I understood where it was, but it takes you in depth and shows you as he progresses and learns to survive. And then the twist happens. Mostly agoraphobic girl in a building way off in the distance whose hobby is taking pictures of the moon happens to see him through her camera. And this starts a relationship of sorts where she writes him notes, sneaks out of the building at night and throws the bottle with a note in it down onto the island. And he responds by writing on the beach. Now, if that all sounds a bit odd, yes it is. But it makes total sense in the world created in this movie. And I don't feel like I'm spoiling anything here because this is not a recent movie. If you haven't seen it, you need to, and I'm gonna stay away from the ending, okay? But this relationship builds as his survival builds and his hope as he succeeds at surviving over the months and months and months. This is not Tom Hanks on a deserted island. This is a very unique and complicated film about two people who mentally are broken and having to struggle in life and how they grow. If you like foreign films, or if you don't like foreign films, this would be one I would say watch. There's some language in it. No sex, because, well, he's on an island. Okay? There's some weirdness, but it's well done. I was impressed. Overall, is it a movie I would watch again? No. Sorry, Bushido, but this isn't on my end of the enjoyment side of movies. It was a great watch, just like with Tom Hanks and Castaway, that movie. I watched it once, never watched it again. It just wasn't for me. But this movie, Castaway on the Moon, it would be a great movie for my sister-in-law, Nerdy Sue. She should check it out. And I'm glad I watched it. I'm not going to spoil the end. I'm going to let you figure that out for yourself. You need to watch it and see how it turns out. Overall, it's a great movie. For what it is. But it's a one-watch movie for me. I hope you guys had a great weekend and are going to have a great week. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. That's right. This week we've got 5 videos coming out. And we will be here tomorrow on Tuesday. So there you have it. From Michael the Microphone, Bob, Squeaky Chair, and this Korean movie loving nerd. We will see you tomorrow.